Washington Metro Transit, and members of the Metropolitan Police Department. We're here this afternoon to announce an arrest in last Thursday's shooting at the Brookland Metro station that took the life of the 14-year-old Avion Evans. Since the shooting occurred, our homicide detectives, along with our partners at Metro Transit Police, have worked tirelessly to track down the suspect responsible for this horrific act. This morning, pursuant to a D.C. Superior Court arrest warrant, a 17-year-old male was taken into custody and charged with second-degree murder in this case. We are happy to have this suspect off the streets, and now we need our juvenile justice system or our criminal justice system to hold him accountable. This case is another reminder of the work we all need to do to engage our youth and ensure that they do not take this path. Surveillance footage played a key role in this case. As you know, within just minutes of the shooting, our real-time crime center distributed an image of the suspect. I'd like to thank the community, who was very, very instrumental and very helpful in providing us with various tips and calls which aided in this investigation. Nothing will ever be able to make Avion's family feel whole again. I speak for the entire district when I again send my deepest sympathies to Avion's families and friends during this time. I hope this arrest will bring some measure of closure to everyone who knew Avion. I'll take any questions at this time.
Any reason to believe he's the only suspect, right? Anyone else you're looking for at this point?
He is the only suspect at this time.
Chief, were there other shots fired during that fight, or was the 17-year-old the only one who fired a gun?
Well, as you know, this is still a part of the investigative process of the case. I cannot reveal many particular details of what occurred, but it will come out once he is presented in court.
And the only thing I was going to ask also, we're hearing crimes involving 12 and 13-year-olds. This is a 17-year-old killing a 14-year-old. It should also still be outrageous that this is happening.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the thing about it is, and I think we've talked about this a little bit last year, we're speaking about it again today, that, you know, we really need to do a lot more to engage our young people to be engaged in positive activities as opposed to activities such as this. And we will continue to work with our partners in DCPS, where some of these young people also attend school. We will continue to work with our Office of Attorney General as well to ensure that these young people are held accountable for these kinds of crimes. At this time, he's being charged as a juvenile. Yes, sir.
And have you determined, have you found a firearm?
That's part of the investigation, part of the case.
Any indication on motive or whether they knew each other?
It's part of the, still part of the investigation.
Chief, do you believe he should be charged as an adult?
Well, as you know, I'm not a lawyer. We have the Office of Attorney General. We have our U.S. Attorney's Office who make those determinations. Well, the U.S. Attorney's Office really make that determination. What I do believe is that when young people or anyone commits this type of crime, they should be held accountable, whether they're charged as an adult or as a juvenile. We are working very closely with both of our prosecutorial systems, the Attorney General's Office as well as the U.S. Attorney's Office, to ensure that we're making the right decisions when it comes to especially our young people.
Chief, is there someone in Metro Transit Police here?
Yes,
Can we speak?
absolutely.
Thank you, Chief. Good afternoon, George Nader, Assistant Chief for the Metro Transit Police Department.
Okay, Chief. So again, a 17-year-old has got a gun riding the Metro system. What's the message for people who ride and just hearing it once again on a Thursday afternoon, there's a teenager with a gun in the system?
Yeah, I think a reflection of what's going on in society in general. There are a lot of guns out there in the wrong people's hands, and especially when it comes to a juvenile, it's particularly tragic, as in this incident. So I think the message is Metro has taken unprecedented steps to keep our riders safe. Over the last year, we've increased patrols over 100% to include police officers, to include special police officers, and to include our allied partners from around the region who come in and patrol with us. The partnership that we have with the Metropolitan Police Department is probably one of the strongest that we have. Their support, we speak with them day in and day out, so we're in lockstep with them. So when incidents like this happen, you know, we work together very efficiently, as you can see in this case, to bring it to closure.
Was your auxiliary security there on the platform at the time of the shooting?
Yes, there were 2 armed SPOs at the station at the time. One was actually on the platform, who I think, as we previously described, actually took other citizens and took them to cover to ensure their safety. So one thing that we should look at is, even with that presence, incidents like this happen.
Avion's family has said there were
So always you would like to do more to keep people safe, to avoid any incident. But I think the steps that Metro has taken, the unprecedented steps to increase our coverage and increase patrols, I don't know that there have been a large amount of fights at Brookland Metro. It's not one of our busier stations for fights or incidents like that, so I don't know where that information came from, so I really can't comment on it.
We'll take a last question.
Can we do any more? We've partnered with the Metropolitan Police Department, and we have a presence at the station now. It is in one of the top 15 stations that we have presence at within the Metro system, and having the 2 special police officers there, this is not a common incident at that station. So we'll be there with our partners from the Metropolitan Police Department patrolling. And I would say, within the system, we have over 30,000 cameras. We live view, we do virtual patrols, and then when we have incidents, we actually go back and pull that footage, which was instrumental in this case.
Is this team the DC team? Is he from DC?
Yes,
He's from
yes.
DC. All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Councilmember Parker, can you hang for a bit? Briefly. Do you want to maybe then step up? Do you mind stepping up? Doing it individually, but since we're all here.
I have to get to a hearing as well. Yes.
Totally understand. In talking with the community, you hear 14, 16-year-olds involved. You often hear, parents have to get involved more. As a council member here, what's your message to families with young people who are getting killed, killing others, and are causing all this harm?
It's unacceptable. I've been very clear-eyed about that. I'm having a public safety meeting tonight at 6 p.m. at Luke Seymour High School. And I want to applaud MPD for bringing this case to closure. I've spoken with Attorney General Schwab, who has made clear that they believe they bring all cases, or they charge in all cases where juveniles are charged with having a gun. I've made clear that I hope and I'm looking forward to this case being charged as well. And my condolences are to the family of Avion.
He is charged, but do you mean maybe as an adult? How do you?
I will leave that to the individuals that make that decision, but I want to make clear, because there is this sense that juveniles can commit crime and get away with it. That is not the message that Attorney General Schwab shared with me. It's not the sentiment I shared with Metro Transit Police in bringing this case to a close. Thank you.